Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is Sunday, August what? 10th. August 10th. Next Saturday is Janmashtami, right? Okay. So today is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu class. We have a new chapter 3, I guess. First section, chapter 3, is on Bhava Bhakti. We discussed Vaidhi Sadhana, Raghunaga Sadhana. Now we're discussing Bhava Bhakti, which is not a sadhana, it's the perfection. It's the sunrise, it's the sun rays of the sun of prema. So the definition that's given in chapter 3, verse 1, of what is Bhava Bhakti, what is the effect of Bhava Bhakti, is explained by Rupa Goswami. Shuddha Sattva Visheshatma Prema Sriyamshu Samya Bhak Ruchi Vis Chitra Masrinya Kridaso Bhava Uchate. Bhava Bhakti, the essence of Bhava Bhakti is the Samvit and Ladni Shakti of Krishna. Bhava is one ray of the sun of Prema, Surya Amshu. Prema Surya Amshu, which will arise in the heart. I'm talking about rising in the heart. Uchite means manifest, it means appear. Rising implies that it's already there. You rise from your bed, it means you're already in bed. So if you say Bhava rises from the heart, it means Bhava is in the heart. That's not exactly right translation. So there's a lot of subtleties in translation that are giving you the wrong conception also. You rise, what is rise? The sun rises. So it appears to us to rise, but it's not rising, it's always manifest. So Bhava is always manifest in the spiritual world. The hearts are eternal associates with Krishna, Bhava and Prema. Through Bhavas which make up Prema. So that type of Bhava will manifest in the heart. And when it does, it softens the heart with 3 desires. 3 desires will, Ruchi Bis is described as desire in the commentary. Ruchi really usually means taste. But a taste implies a desire for a particular taste. I have a taste for, sweets, so it means you like to taste sweets or chocolate. So that ruchi implies desire. So desire, ruchi is chitta masrinya. When the subconscious mind becomes softened by sadhana bhakti and raghunaga bhakti, then it becomes a suitable vessel to receive the manifestation of the Sarva Shakti of Krishna or one of his associates in the spiritual world. That's why sun rays, where do they come from? They come from up down. Sun is up there and sun rays come from up down. So that's why it's an appropriate analogy. The sunshine of Prema is up there, not in here. It's not inside, it's not shining outward, it's shining downward from the spiritual world with the eternal associates of Krishna. So we're worshiping them and praying to them for their bhava. That's what it means to follow the resident of Vrindavan. We want what's in their back pocket. Not their money, we want their bhava. So we're praying to Guru Sakhi and Guru Sakhi and their Parampara and to Vishaka Sakhi and Tulsi Manjari. Please bless us, Rupa Manjari, with Lalita Sakhi. Please bless us with the love in your heart, with that prema for Krishna you have in your heart. Or we want to, because there's different ideas of the attitude of that prema, but basically it's Krishna Rati, Krishna Prema. So So when that Baba enters his heart, about three very pronounced and strong desires to meet Krishna, to serve Krishna, to exchange love with Krishna. So Jiva Goswami gives a commentary. He describes a lot of technical stuff that will just confuse you. So I explained it years ago when I gave class on Nectar of Devotion, and also in this book I explain it rather elaborately in my website, class on Bhakti Yoga and Nectar of Devotion. If you don't mind, Blacker, get my Nectar of Devotion. Little paper bag there. Second shelf from the top. So he breaks down the words for word in this verse. Shuddha Sattva Visheshatma. So the word Shuddha distinguishes from Sattva Gun. Sattva Gun means goodness, but goodness is a mixture of ignorance and passion also. Shuddha Sattva means spiritual energy of Krishna, Chit Shakti. It's unadulterated goodness, pure goodness, spiritual goodness, you can say. So there's no modes of nature there, there's nothing material there, no selfishness there, no independence there, no false ego there, no enjoying spirit is in that pure goodness. But even in Sattva-gun, there's some enjoying spirit, there's some ego, there's some independence. All these things are there in Sattva-gun, but not in Shuddha Sattva, because it's a spiritual pure goodness. Yeah, that one. Thank you. So he says to be Sheshatma. Atma means the mind, it means the soul, it means the nature. Vishesh means a special, distinguishing type of, in other words, Shuddha Sattva Vishesha means a very special type of energy of Krishna. That Baba from his heart, that prema. And Jiva Goswami says here, this Baba will transform into higher states culminating in Mahabhav. The phrase Shuddha Sattva in this phrase Shuddha Sattva refers to the Samvit Shakti. This Baba is two Shaktis, Samvit and Madani. So the Samvit aspect, the knowledge, the transformation quality of Baba Bhakti is called Shuddha Sattva or Swarup Shakti. Samvit means knowledge, which is Swaprakash, self-revealing. In other words, his knowledge of Krishna gives us darshan of Krishna. That's why they say the Guru is one who's supposed to have his knowledge has seen the knowledge. Chavidi pranipatena pariprashena sevya upadeshanti tegam ganyas tattva darshan. Tattva darshan means he's seen the truth, means he's had the experience, self-revealing experience that Krishna is that absolute truth. He's seen it, he's felt it, he's perceived it. He's qualified to be Guru. That truth enters into him or her and manifests from their being. So transformation is indicated by the phrase Shuddha Sattva Visheshatma. Self-revealing means transforming, because we don't have right now. What is our bhav? Our bhav is called what? Kam bhav, desire bhav. Thousands unlimited desires. We finish off 10 desires this minute. 10 desires more will come next minute. So these 3 desires are not there. Otherwise, we would have been pure devotees by now if we were born with these 3 desires. Desire to meet Krishna, serve Krishna, and love Krishna. When you're born, you got a desire to eat. And eat, and eat, and eat. And that's left you yet. Mahanidhi Maitam Bhayam. These are the 3 desires everyone is haunted by and victimized by. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Defending means fighting for my ego supremacy. I am no good. You did good, but I did better. You had a vacation, went to South India. I had a vacation, went to France and Germany. How big, you're small. A bigger vacationer than you are. How much your sari cost? 10,000 rupees. Mine costs 50,000. Oh, you're better than me. So this is the ordinary combo. So now Bob enters, we have Krishna Bhakti, Seva Bhakti. Desire to serve Krishna, to see him, and to love Krishna, to serve him, and to serve him, to love him. Okay, let's see. So this Bhava is the essence of Swarup Shakti, because the essence of Swarup Shakti is bliss and love and wisdom, awareness. The combination of Ladni and Samved Shakti, Shuddha Sattva Visheshatma, gives the most intense state of desiring to please Krishna. This intense desire resides within Krishna's Nitya Parishad, eternal associates. The concentration of this Ladni aspect of Bhava will transform that Bhava into the highest state of Mahabhava called Modanakya Mahabhava. Then he explains the definition of Bhava Bhakti with the phrase Krid Aso Bhava Uchyate. This is the second line. Aso, A-S-A-U in the verse, refers to the generic character of Bhakti, which is favorable to the desires of Krishna. What's that called? Anukulyana Krishna. Shivanam Bhakti Uchyate. Bhakti Uttama. The actions in relation to Krishna must be pleasing to the taste of Krishna. Krid means that which causes that softness of emotions. Emotions make you soft. They say he's soft-hearted. We say he's hard-hearted. You can see when someone speaks, and you can understand how hard or how soft their heart is by the phrases they use, and the way they defend themselves in dialogue. You understand where their heart is. Because there's a thing called Bhayam. There's 4 coverings of the conditioned soul. Ahara, Nidra, Maitam, Bhayam. Eating, sleeping, mating, and fearing. Bhayam means fearing. So you can understand how much a person is afraid, because the more a person is fearing and controlled by fear, the less soft heart they have. Their hearts are very hard because of fear. So when you challenge that person or you question what their activities are, they'll become very hot-headed and very emotional. Not emotional, become very fearful and defensive. And psychologists trace it out to childhood traumas, mother complex, Oedipus complex, father complex, different kind of problems, trauma that people have, different autistic type behavior or tendencies, which make people very defensive. As soon as you just poke on them, they rah. They're not peaceful in heart because of fear. Okay, when fear leads heart, one becomes very peaceful. Think about it. So that which softens heart, chitta masrinya, which is the definition. Chitta means heart. Masrinya means, the word masrinya means soften. That which softens heart is bhava. When bhava is in your heart is soft, and you're fearless and your face peaceful. It's very nice verse. Bhava creates softening of the heart. Okay, I'm on the next page, 356. The essence of Bhava, the Atma of Bhava is Krishna's Shuddha Shakti. Shuddha Shakti Shesh Atma. It is situated in the hearts of the eternal associates of Krishna and unites itself with the mind of the devotee. In other words, how do we get Bhava? Because already we discussed earlier in Bhakti Yoga, there's two characteristics of Bhava Bhakti. What are they?
Sudurlabha and Moksha Lakutta.
Sudurlabha and Moksha Lakutta Krit. Lagu means light, Guru means heavy. So Krit means consider. So one in Bhava considers liberation to be light, insignificant, not appealing, not attractive, no interest. I don't care anything about liberation. That's Moksha Lakutta Krit. And Sudurlabha means it's very rare. So that creates, we'll discuss that in a minute. Why? Let me ask you, why is Rupa Goswami say Bhava is very rare?
Because it has to be sent. It has to be given by Krishna.
It's a gift, first of all. It's a gift, and it's in the hands of the giver if he wants to give it or not. So the giver is Bhagavan and his eternal associates. So it's called Yadricha. Yadricha means they're free will, they're independent. Yadricha. There's another reason why it's rare. You said Sudurlabha, very rare. Why? Because you can't buy it. It has to give it to you.
Because devotees of that caliber are also very rare.
That's not there. That's not the answer.
Here you can't get it. It's material world.
Why are you switching it?
We cannot get in this world.
We can't get here. The answer is most people don't want it.
Yeah, that's what.
It's very rare. So usually devotees get shy and get scared when they hear about it's very rare. Oh, it's very rare. That means I'm not going to get it. It's so rare, I don't have any chance to get it. You have every chance to get it. You'll get it. That's how you should feel. I'm going to get Bob and Prema in this life, and you can get it very easily. Especially by what? 5 ways. 5 ways you can easily get Baba. What's this?
Murti Seva, Bhagavad Srava, Acha Vigraha Puja, Nam Sankirtan, and Sadhu Sangam Dhanas.
Right. Panchanga Bhakti. Mathura Vrindavan Vasastali, live in Mathura Vrindavan, Shri Hari Nam Sankirtan, Bhagavad Shravan Rasik Bhakti Saha Sangha, hear the Bhagavatam in association of Rasik Vaishnava, and to chant Hari Nam Sankirtan, and Sri Murti Shraddha Seva, to serve the Murti with great faith and conviction. Sri Murti Shraddha Seva, and Bhagavat Seva. Vaishnava Seva, Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Sangha. Right. Sarva Siddhi way. So you guys want cities, huh? No, you don't want cities. You want Prem City. Okay, Jai Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari. So, there's a footnote here on page 356. Bhava Bhakti manifests, this is more proper explanation, manifests at the stage of Bhava, is eternally present in the eternal associates. So, it descends, like the rays of the sun descend and shine on our face on the beach in Italy and give us suntan. Bhava becomes a variety of mental conditions, chittavritti, characterized by a favorable attitude to serve Krishna. So Baba creates a change of mentality, creates a favorable attitude, and these are the effects, the actions of Baba. We described the descent, origin, descent of Baba. Now I'll describe 3 actions of Baba. It changed our mentality. Makes the mind favorable to Krishna. Second, that's the second one. Favorable attitude. Third one, softens heart with 3 desires, 3 tastes. What are they? Just repeat.
To meet Krishna, to serve Krishna, to love Krishna.
Say anybody else in the world. You see a pretty girl, you say, I'd like to meet her. I'd like to meet her. I'd like to serve her or be served by her. I like something with her I like. I hope it turns out to be blonde also. Or if she's rich, I get some money at least. But I got you some of that. So, to meet, to serve, to love. That's the basic idea of love, Bob anyway. But for Krishna, that's the difference. So, okay. Love of God's sun rays similar to Surya Prema Suryamshu Samya Bhak. Shiva Goswami is showing us scholastic understanding of Sanskrit here, giving a word for word to break down the whole verse. Prema means love of Krishna, Surya means sun, Amshu means ray, Samya means equal to, similar to, and Bhak means completely. So it's like a ray of the sun. The first glow of the sun of Prem is Baba. Prem is condensed form of Baba. So let's see, there's some commentary of this book. It's so yellow. Look like an old man. He's all young. The devotee becomes purified like the sun, and from the pure heart there is the diffusion of ecstatic love, which is more glorious than sunshine. At that time, the attachment to Krishna is perfect. The devotee becomes eager to serve Krishna in ecstatic love. When there is no agitation for material affections and is fixed only in the service of Radha and Krishna. Wow, okay. Something to look forward to. Coming attraction. Okay, what else we have? Okay. Love is the essence of the Ladini function of Krishna. Brings the appearance of Krishna, produces bliss. By the mercy of Krishna and devotees, by mercy alone, this Baba shall appear. The minds of the sadhaka become like the minds of Krishna, eternal associate. So, that's that. When sadhana bhakti serves heart by a special form of taste for the beauty and qualities of Krishna and associates, it appears as Baba. So our mind will become one with the mind of Tulsi Manjari, Abhishaka Saki, the Radharani. What a nice mind that would be. And some preliminary Sadhak Bhavas will appear like tears, crying, and hair standing in Pulaka and Ashru Pulaka. Okay. Yes. Okay. And then text 4 and 5, it says that the mind becomes one with Baba. So the mind, now our mind is one with Baba. Our mind is always producing what?
Desires.
To enjoy. So when the mind becomes Baba, it produces desires to love and serve Krishna, and to meet Krishna, and to please Krishna, exchange love with Krishna. Now our mind produces desires to exchange love with what? Maya. Oh Maya, how much I love you. Oh Maya, I can't live without you. You're so beautiful. Oh Maya, you're my everything. I never met anyone like you. Yeah, right. You tell that to everybody. Okay. Prabhupada makes a comment. He says, the outward manifestation of Baba like tears and ecstasy, even if they're not being seen externally, they remain in the mind as ecstasies which continue to manifest internally. So the boy's not crying or hair standing, walking around with, hair standing on then, like some punk rocker or some heavy metal guy, a heavy metal rock and roller. He's just looking like a normal girl or a normal guy, but in his heart, ecstasies of Baba are dancing. Jiva Goswami's commentary on verse 4 and 5. The mind of the devotees in this world becomes one with the mind of Krishna's associate. Their minds and emotions become transcendental. This is what the meaning of self-revealing. So the emotions and feelings of Radharani for Krishna and Rati Manjari for Radharani and Krishna will manifest in the mind and heart of the devotee at Baba. Baba is the cause and effect. Actually, Baba is taste and bliss itself. By the Ladni portion of Baba Bhakti, one experiences the sweetness of Krishna. By the Samvit portion, one understands Krishna's form and activities. Wow. So how do we get this Baba? We get the Baba by hard work, sadhana, or by mercy of Krishna, or devotee. Rupa Goswami says, what is the regular way we get Baba?
Sadhana.
Sadhana. It's rare to get direct mercy from the Vaishnava, from the liberated souls. The Samvit portion of Baba Bhakti enables one to have darshan of Krishna. The Ladni aspect makes one feel the blissful love of Krishna. Now there's 3 ways to get the mercy of Krishna as associates. What are they? According to the book. What is the answer?
Seeing the service.
There's very much conviction in your answer.
Seeing the service, hearing the service, touching. Serving.
What do you say now?
Mentally also.
Guys forgot. Come on, guys. I forgot where it is. There's 3 ways. You guys didn't read the chapter. Didn't do your homework, buggers. Page 368, verse 16. You didn't read 16 verse of the chapter. Shame on you. 3 ways to get mercy from Krishna or devotees. What are they? Prasad Vacha, Aloka Dan, Hriday Prasad, Hriday Daya, the compassion of the heart, the glance, donation of a glance, and the mercy of words. Prem Bhavatu. Bhava Bhavatu, may you get Bhava. That's words. Prasad, mercy of words. Vacha means words. Aloka means what? Glance. Aloka Dan. Give me the charity of your glance. And so, by seeing Krishna, by the words of Krishna, or by heart, appears in our heart, by heart, heart means in the heart. Heart means Rita. Daya means compassion, gift. By words, by glance, or by appearing in the heart. Mercy arises from the words of Krishna, darshan of Krishna, or it will appear in the heart. Grace will manifest in the heart and we'll get Bhava. Krishna will give us darshan. It says in the commentary, there's some verse maybe also, if you have darshan Radharani, you get prema. What's the proof of that? You say you have darshan, you have sakshat darshan Radharani, you get prema. What's the proof of that? That's really good. That's a good answer. You saw Lita first. Huh?
Krishna's Babaji Bhavat. Siddha Krishnadas, Siddha Krishnadas Bhavat.
What do you do?
He also saw Lalita.
Very after him. Mahaprabhu. People saw Mahaprabhu, they got prema. Because he was embodying the compassion and prem Srupa Radharani, prem Bhava Radharani, and color Radharani. So as he danced down the street, just by hearing his chanting and seeing his beautiful form, people got prema. So he's seeing us, they're seeing to be Radharani. Krishna's not golden. Radharani's golden. So he saw Radharani and Krishna. It says Namo Mahabhadnyaya. What does the Maha mean? It means Mahabhav. Namo Mahabhav. They say Namo Mahabhadnyaya Krishna Prem Pradaya Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya. So what does Chaitanya mean? Means life. Means living principle. What is life? What gives life? Love. So Krishna plus love means Mahaprabhu. So love is Radharani. Krishna plus Radharani's love is Chaitanya. So Namo Mahabhadanyaya. Generally they say it means greatly Vadanyaya means generous, compassionate. But Maha means also Mahabhav. So Mahaprabhu is about Swarupi Radharani. So Krishna, you see Krishna or Radharani or Vishaka Sanghi or Tulsi Manjari, you get brain. If you hear the words of them, they get brain. Or they can appear in your heart, you get brain. So there's different examples of people that got that situation. Interesting one here. Baba, arranged by the mercy of a devotee, is what is it? Narada Muni giving mercy to Prahlad Maharaj. That's verse 22. Shivavasana, Naradasya Prasadena. So he gave the mercy. And also the hunter, Megari, he got the mercy by the words of Narada Muni. Okay. And there's also another one here back here. So it's interesting. Okay, verse 14, it describes an example, because you can get Baba Bhakti by Vaidhi sadhana or by Raganuga sadhana. So the example of Raganuga sadhana is verse number 14, chapter 3. Read the Sanskrit, you don't have it. You have it? Verse 14, Kama Prana verse.
Ittam manoratham bala kurvati nritya utsuka haripritya chadam sarvam ratrim evatya vahyat
Vivayat. Baba rising from Raganuga Bhakti. Manoratam Bala. Manoratam Bala. Siddhi. A young girl with a joyful heart, Manoratam, became very enthusiastic to dance all night to please her Murti. She had a Murti of Krishna, and she set him up in the middle of the room, and she danced around the Murti all night. And the word Nitya Utsuka in the verse, Nitya means dancing, and Utsuka means enthusiasm to dance, indicates that she had ruchi, had taste. Hari Pritya means she was dancing for the pleasure of Lord Hari. This indicates, this is my guru actually telling me. There's a note I got from my guru. Hari Pritya, Priti means she had Baba, she had a Sakti attachment for Krishna. And said, Sarvaratri, what does that mean, Sarvaratri?
all night.
All night. Disco. All night dancing. This phrase, Sarvaratri, indicates that she had Bab, which is a symptom, which one of the symptoms, never wasting a moment. Avyakta Kalartam. Not wasting a moment of time. So she danced every second for the whole night. And she had a particular bob. She had a bob she was singing. Krishna's dancing right now at night with all these gopis. But he's dancing with me alone, holding my neck, because I'm such a great dancer. He lets all the other gopis dance of need. This girl's name was what? Chandrakanti. Chandrakanti. Ray of the fulgence of the moon. Kanti. Chandrakanti, bright like the moon. Jiva Goswami's commentary said, this young girl in this verse must be an expansion of Radharani. So Radharani decided to make that girl her Sakhi. She had achieved perfection by her sadhana. The young girl thought of herself as the only lover of Krishna, identifying herself as Radharani. That's kind of like a Hangopasana, which we don't recommend, but yeah, that kind of But the idea of the verse is being cited by Rupa Goswami to show that by Raganuga Bhakti, she was all functioning of Rag. She just had this bhav and this natural attraction and attachment for Krishna. She became absorbed in that, absorbed in her sadhana. So she pleased Radharani. Radharani gave her prema and liberated her, gave her Sakhi Srupa in the spiritual world. Lucky girl. So we heard about mercy, Bhav by mercy, and by words and by appearing in the heart. Now these are the mental and these invisible aspects, what do you say, characteristics of Bhava Bhakti. How many are there?
6.
I think there's 9.
Nine.
There's 9 symptoms, characteristics of Bhava. And Dhruva Goswami describes each one of them. One is virakti, detachment. Oh, wait a minute. What's the first one?
Shanti, tolerance.
First one, yeah, verse 27. First one is shanti, tolerance. Not being disturbed even when there's a cause.
Disturbance.
Or you're reserved and perseverant. Some of your friends may cause you disturbance. So we should not be disturbed, and we should not be a cause of disturbance. One thing is not being disturbed, but don't you yourself become a cause of disturbance. It goes there's two-way street, you know. Ongoing traffic and coming and going traffic. I didn't do anything. You did. You didn't do anything. Why is everybody disturbed? That's their problem, not mine. Their problem is your cause. You're the cause of their problem. Oh, I'm perfect. I'm in Maya. Okay. Second quality. Don't waste any time. Be detached. Have a natural distaste. Means with the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin have a distaste and not interest in material beauty, words, food, taste, touch, etc. Detachment is the cause and distaste is the effect. Okay. Man shunyata. Be free from egoism, the desire for pridelessness, unassumingness, in spite of having a high position, remain humble. To cherish no pride or vanity, despite one's superiority. King Bhagirata showed this by being in the house of his enemies. Ashabandha is the fifth quality of Baba. It's translated, Ashabandha means confidence, firm hope, positive hope that one will attain Krishna. The unspoken belief that one will realize Krishna. Unspoken belief. Jiva Goswami's commentary. This verse 35 is spoken by Sanatana Goswami. It's quoted by Rupa Goswami. It was written in one of the books of Sanatana Goswami. And my Guru said, Sanatana Goswami spoke this verse out of intense humility. And this itself is an example or symbol of Baba. So he's saying, I have asha, this definition, further elaboration on the fifth quality of Baba, Ashabandha, firm hope, intense. He said, I have a thirst, I have a hope to attain Krishna, but it's not motivated by love for Krishna, but desire for my own happiness. Because I have deep desires to enjoy material enjoyment. They're difficult to remove. What should I do? I continue to hanker for you, Krishna, because I think that you can turn that material desire into prema, since you're extra merciful to those who are deficient. That's pretty amazing. Samudkanta is the next quality. I don't remember what quality is that. Six quality. Utkanta means eagerness. Smooth means complete. Having intense greed to attain Krishna's seva, anxious longing, intense longing for attaining the supreme object of one's spiritual desires. There's a translation of Krishna Bhakti, verse 37. It's verse 37 in the book. It's Krishna Bhakti, verse 54. I have a second translation from my Guru. My eyes always hanker to see the world-enchanting, tender-aged Krishna Braj. Krishna's dark eyebrows are slightly curved. His eyelashes are thick and dense. His two eyes are always restlessly looking for those who are attached to him. That's everybody. His gentle talk is exceptionally soft. His sweet nectarian crimson lips, the inexplicable sweet music of his faultless suit maddens everyone. That's nice. There's no different translation in the book. And my Guru gave me that. Nam Gane Salaruchi. Salaruchi always has taste for Krishna now. Madhur Swara Kanti Gayati. Verse 38. Namavali Bala. Taste for chanting the name. Oh Govinda, today a young girl with a sweet voice. Swara Kanti, Madhura Swara, whose lotus eyes were streaming with tears of honey, is singing her name. So one Brajagopal meets Krishna and reports on Radha's condition and separation. My Gurudev told me that. One Gopi met Radharani and said, when he met Krishna, he said, Radharani is feeling her separation. All go in it. A young girl with a sweet voice who was crying tears of honey is singing her name. Krishna. Who is that? Oh, you know? Sadgunakyane asakti, attachment to talking about Krishna's qualities. Krishna's form is extremely sweet. He has stolen my heart, what can I do? Who is speaking this? Radharani. Now, Vasati Stali Priti, what does that mean?
Attachment to Vrindavan.
Love to live in Vrindavan Stali, Lila Stali, Radhakund. Love to live in Krishna's abode. Okay, here's another translation. When, oh when will I be fit enough to wander about Brajmandal, with tears will drop from my eyes as my ears drink the ambrosial words from the mouth of the elderly Brajvasis, who will point out to me, look, here's the place of Maharaj. Here Krishna broke the cart and vanquished Shakasura. Here Krishna liberated everyone, was tied up with a rope by Mother Yashoda. Now, to describe what is Baba, what to tell what is not Baba. Real Baba means to have the desire only to please Krishna. If other desires are present, you ain't got Baba. Okay, let's see. What's the difference between Mukti and Baba? Mukti and Baba. What's the difference between Mukti and Baba?
There's no connection.
Mukti means to give up everything, become neutral. Too much trouble. Let's go to Vrindavan and live peacefully. It's also a form of liberation. Some people want to chill out in Vrindavan. Chilling out means mukti. Get a nice 2-bedroom flat, nice AC. Get some online income, eat chocolate, be happy. Dress up fancy. But Baba means faithfully serve Krishna. You can't do it, you still have a desire to serve Krishna. This is the difference between Baba and Mukti. There's a lot of Muktivadis hanging around Vrindavan. They have credit card for MBT, Diners Club, have my MBT Diners Club card. A year's supply of ice cream in the refrigerator. How can Baba appear and feel a desire to enjoy? Impossible. Okay. He talks about funny people about fake tears and fake Baba and all that kind of stuff. They imitate this. There's semblance of Baba, Chaya of us. It's very good, very technical stuff. Look at verse 52, 53. By the great mercy of a dear devotee of Krishna, even a semblance of Baba can become real Baba. But by offending that devotee, even the best Baba Bas gradually wanes as the full moon in the sky gradually gets weaker and smaller. So, exceptional grace. By an offense to a great devotee, even real Baba can be destroyed. The offense is medium. The offense is slight, the Baba can become an inferior type. For example, say you have Madhurya Baba. You have Madhurya Baba to worship Radha Krishna Vrindavan. If you make offense to a big devotee, they can be reduced to Dwarka Baba. Medium Baba can degenerate into a Baba Bas or Chaya Baba, which will fill the heart with desire for four kinds of mukti. Change in Baba will take place according to the seriousness of the offense. And in the example is described, Madhurati can also become Vatsalya. Vatsalya can become Sekhiras, and Sekhiras can become Dasyaras, and Dasyaras can become Shantaras by offense. What's the difference between Baba and Prem?
It's a condensed form. Prema is condensed form of Baba and Prema is permanent.
Prema will never commit any offense.
All these answers are true. At the level of Baba, there's still some impurities, some contamination of sattva gun, like Van Vasana. Narada Muni had Baba, but he didn't get another darshan because he had Van Vasana. It's called desire to live in a forest. It's the contamination of sattva gun. So Vishnu didn't give him a second darshan, gave him one darshan, and said you had to keep trying and hankering for another darshan to increase his purity of his Baba to bring it to Prema. At the level of Baba, you can still make mistakes because of anarthas, but at the level of Prema, you're totally pure, you never commit any offenses. That's the goal, Krishna Prema. Verse 57. Suddenly Baba appears in a person without any sadhana or mercy, without any shastric knowledge. How is that possible? No, he said no mercy.
Sukriti.
Previous life.
Previous.
Purva samskara. It's verse 57, chapter 3. Sadhana refers to all the causes of Baba. Sadhana Bhakti, mercy of Krishna, mercy of devotees. Diksha means scriptural knowledge. Sometimes Baba appears without sadhana. So that should infer sadhana from a previous life. The example is Vrishasura. Okay. So that means in a previous life, the person was blessed by Krishna or a devotee to get Baba. But he made some offense, so it didn't get it that life. So the blessing and mercy came fructified next life. If a person becomes detached from material enjoyment, has developed pure ecstatic devotion, even if sometimes is found are not living up to the standard, one should not be envious of them. Art and attention is spiritual prayer. Bhava caused by the mercy of Krishna is the best. This is verse 59. If some fault is seen in a person who has developed real bhava, one should not be hostile to that person. The Jiva Goswami's commentary, there may be some external bad conduct, but because the person has bhava, the person cannot be contaminated by his external actions. That's where Guru Purana says, Abhavitra, what's that word? Yeah. Abhavitra, if you're impure, you remember lotus side Krishna, you become pure. Inside, outside, wherever you go. In Bhava Bhakti, there may be still some anarthas, and one could commit sin or aparad. However, even one makes a mistake, because of the level of advancement, Krishna will take care of the devotee. That's very interesting point. Prabhupada's commentary, the next devotion. If a person completely dedicated in mind, body, activities in service of Krishna, but externally found to engage in some abominable activity, those abominable activities will quickly become vanished by the influence of the staunch devotional force. Bhakti Prabhav. This verse is there from the Srimad Purana, verse number 60, to support the point. Jiva Goswami says, outwardly one may behave badly, externally performs forbidden activities, but internally shining with bhakti. It's a very dangerous idea. It's like the dark spot on the moon called a rabbit. Kargosh, Shashi. Shashi means rabbit. They say there's a verse in Gita, 7th chapter. Raswamo Sagonta Pravasmi Shashi Surya. Shashi Surya. Surya means I, Krishna, I am the light of the Shashi and the Surya. I am the light of the moon and the sun. The moon is called Shashi because it has a Shashi. Shashi has a rabbit in the moon, not a deer. Sometimes in Sanskrit poetry, one is called Mriganka. Mriganka. Anka means mark, and Mriga means deer. Means animal, it means deer in this case. Mriganka. In Sanskrit poetry, you describe the moon. There's the rabbit in the moon. So that spot, that misbehavior of the Baba Bhakta is like the rabbit in the moon. It doesn't take away from the beauty of the moon. It's only superficial. Baba Bhakti shines like a full moon in the heart. Okay, next week we'll discuss Prema Bhakti, 4th way, chapter 4, verse Eastern Division, 1-4. So read chapter 4 for next week. Jai Jai Sri Radhe.
Jai Guru.